Hi, welcome to today's physical fitness class. It's good to see everybody again. Let's get started. We're going to start with a march. Just to check in, take a few deep breaths. Let's notice how we're feeling as we begin our class today. Take your time, start with smaller movements, good posture, tall spine. Lift your heart, lengthen through the crown of the head. Take a few more moments to march. And then hands on hips, or you can hold on to a chair or a table. We're just going to do alternate tap outs to the side. Just getting the hips and legs warmed up a little bit, challenging our balance a little bit. You can stay behind your chair, or if you have a table or a wall, feel free to stand close to that. And then we're going to start to add some arms. So the next time the right arm reaches, the right leg reaches out, the right arm is going to reach across, start to stretch through the upper back. Getting the inner and outer thighs, and then maybe lift a little higher. Again, check in with your shoulders, see how they're feeling. Adjust, you can always stay lower, you can bend your elbow, maybe go a little bit higher. Feel free to go at your pace. You don't want to go so fast that you don't do the full range of motion. So remember, we're not only warming up our muscles, we're warming up our joints. Good, and then maybe just a nice little sweep to lengthen through the side body a little bit more. Make sure we're breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Good, last one. So we might want to hold on to our chair, our table. We're just going to do a tap back front and a tap back. So we're warming up the front and back of the hip, and you can either add two arms. So opposite arm moves forward as the leg moves forward and then back, or you can do it with one hand and hold on with the other. Remember, we're warming up here. We're not trying to challenge our balance too much. Good, and then let's go to the other side. So same thing. No one or both arms, your choice here. And again, you can go slow or as fast as you'd like. Let's do two more on this side. Good, and then give everything a nice little shake. Again, holding on to a chair in front of you. We're just going to do a little squat. I'm just going to turn sideways a little bit. We're just going to send our hips back, bend a little bit, and then press through the heels. So we want to go back enough that we feel the weight shift to our heels. We're activating the back of the body as we press back up, and then we're going to add some arms. So as we come down into our squat, we're going to reach forward. As we come up, we're going to pull back. So it's a reach and a pull. You should feel that upper back, mid back area starting to warm up, and a little stretch across the chest as we come up. Make sure those knees stay behind the toes. You don't have to do a deep squat. Getting into our knees. Let's do three more. Inhaling and exhaling. And last one. Good. Roll the shoulders. And then we're going to circle the wrists. And then we might want to step just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Hands come down, so you want to keep your elbows at your side. We're just going to do a gentle twist. So you're going to lift one heel and just twist. And again, listen to your body. We always want to do the workout that's best for us today. And as we know, every day is different. It finally got sunny here, so a little bit different than a cloudy, dreary, rainy, damp day. Let's do one more twist to each side. Good, and then definitely probably holding on to something. We're just going to do some hip circles on one leg in one direction. And then again, you make those circles as big or small as you need to. Use the support that you need. Good, and then we'll go to the other side, circle one way. And you can try your balance. Your foot is kind of hovering over the floor, so. But we always want to be aware of how we're feeling and make those adjustments as needed. See, I lost my balance a little bit, just tap down, good. And then let's go back, one more, we've got ankle circles. One direction and then the other. Taking your time, making that full circle, good. And then the other leg, same thing. Good, let's take one more stretch, just lean and kind of move any way that feels good. And then we're gonna get started with both our weights. And we're gonna start with our dumbbell row. So we wanna stagger our stance. Remember, you can do this seated, hinging forward, roll the shoulders back and down, spine stays long. And we're gonna pull the elbows back. So weights kind of come to the hips. The elbows go straight back, so we're not flaring them out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2. So you should be feeling this between the shoulder blade areas, that area of your back. 4 and 5. Good. Roll the shoulders. We're going to go right into our lateral raise. So your choice, we're going to do 12. So your choice to alternate or do both. We want good posture. Pull the belly in slightly, tall spine. One or both arms are going to reach straight out and then come back in. So a couple variations, alternating arm here. You can do it without weights, or you can put a little bend in the elbow. Just takes a little bit shorter lever, a little less work. And I'm pretty sure this one is 5. We're doing 12, remember? 6, 7. Don't go higher than your shoulders though. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good, let's roll our shoulders. We'll do one more and then we'll take our first water break. We're gonna do a bicep row. So last time we did it with our palms, and this time we're gonna bring our palms forward. We're gonna hinge forward. So if we're staggering our stance, we might wanna have the other foot in front, little bend in both knees, roll the shoulders, little hinge forward, and we're gonna pull back and down. 2, 3, so a little different muscle work. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Rolling our shoulders. We're going to go into a front raise. When we do our front raise, we're going to start with our palms facing in. As we come forward, we're going to turn our palms down and then come back in. So we're going to do 12 again. So your choice to do alternating or both. Good posture. So tall spine. Pull that belly in a little bit. We want to protect the low back. Make sure our weight is equally distributed between both legs. And here we go. Palms in to palms down for 1, 2, just a very slight rotation. 3, 4, and you should feel your core really working when you bring those arms forward. 5, 6, draw the belly in, don't use your low back. 7, squeeze the glutes a little bit. 8, 9, 11, and 12. But let's roll the shoulders. Take a breath or two, and we've got our overhead press. So palms face forward, weights start at the shoulders. If overhead doesn't work for you, we can do elbow lifts. So again, you might want to stagger your stance, you might want to sit. We want to protect our low back, so we don't want our back arching here. So draw the belly in, bring those palms up. We're doing 12, so alternating or both or a combination. And here we go, we're pressing up and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 2 more? 1 and 2. And back down, roll the shoulders. So we're going to do one more. So we are going to make a little circle. So weights are together here. We're going to keep them together. We're just going to bring them halfway up. So we're going to bring them to chest height, keeping that little circle. So again, core engages. We're going to lift up and we're going to come down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1 and 2. And release and roll the shoulders. We can put our weights down for now, grab some water, and then we're going to take a seat to do our sit to stand. So once we're seated, we want to make sure that our hips, knees, and toes are going in the same direction. We want to make sure knees and ankles are stacked. We want to be sitting on the chair so we can put our full weight into our heels, lift up off the chair. So it might be with a little help. It might be just a little lift and lower, or we can come all the way up, come all the way down. We're going to do 12. So everybody go at their own pace in the variation that's best for them today. So here we go. Arms can be crossed. We can reach forward as we come up and then sit down. Nice, smooth. Take your time coming back down. That's a lot of work. That's even, I think, more work than coming up. 3, 4, 5. Press through the heels and then sink through the heels. Keep the knees behind the toes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And have a seat and roll the shoulders. And take a nice breath. And what do we have next? Okay, next, this one you might want to use your weights. We're going to do our Roman deadlift. So we can start with just a hip hinge using no weights, hands. We're hinging from the hips. So keep that spine long. We keep the shoulders back. So we're not rounding forward. Nice long spine, hinging forward, and then squeeze the butt. Use the quad, activate the hamstrings to come back up. We can also add one weight. So we can bring one weight down and one weight up, or we can do it with 2 weights, kind of keeping the weights or our hands close to our body. Let's take an inhale here. We're going to hinge forward. If we're holding weights, make sure our shoulders don't round forward when we come forward. So keep the shoulder blades squeezing together. 2, 3. Should feel that lengthening through the back of the body, strengthening the glutes, strengthening the hamstrings. 6, 7, 8, 9, little micro bend in the knees, 10. We don't want them locked. 1. Stop when you need to, take a break, drop the weights. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, let's roll the shoulders. Put one weight down. And we're gonna revisit our squat. So instead of a sit to stand, we're gonna come in front of our chairs. We're gonna do our squat, come down to a hover, and then come back up. Holding the weight close to the body. We're gonna take an inhale here, exhale, we're gonna hinge back, get as close as you can, and then come back up. 2, and press up. 3, and press up. 4, and up. 5, and up. 6, 7. Today's gonna be squat day, just so you know. 8, 9. Keep your shoulders relaxed. 10. Slide those hips back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Roll the shoulders, take a break, grab some water. And let's come behind our chairs. We're going to do a curtsy lunge. So in order to do our curtsy lunge, we're going to stay behind the chair. We're going to do one side first. We're going to step our foot out, take an inhale here, exhale. We're going to slide it behind, bend both knees. So again, hips slide back. We're working the glutes and then step back out. That was 1. Same side. 2. Again, you decide how low you want to go. 3, how far you want to cross back. 4, it can be, a smaller range of motion, or it could be a bigger range of motion. 6, 7, make sure this knee stays safe. 8, adjust accordingly. 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And come back in. So moving this hip and leg, but that standing leg is getting a lot of the work. That glute should be burning a little bit now. Let's go to the other side. So remember, sides are different, so adjust. Take it nice and slow the first few. Kind of find your position, find your range of motion. Take an inhale here, exhale. We're going to come back and then come back out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more if you can. 1, you know when it's time to stop for your body. 3, 4, and 5. Good. And a little shake. Roll the shoulders. Walk around a little bit. We've got one more set of squats. So we might want to stand next to the chair for this one. So let me demonstrate, and then you can decide if you feel comfortable with your balance today. Feel free to go without holding on. But we're going to do one squat, and then we're going to do a one each leg knee lift. So that was 1, 2, lift, lift. So if you need to hold on the chair, 3, lift, lift, 4, lift, lift. I'll go sideways a little bit. 6, lift, lift. 7, lift, lift. 8. You can switch which leg lifts first, just to kind of work your brain a little bit. 10, or stick with the same one. 1, 2, 3 more if you can, stop when you need to. And last one, squat, march, march. Good, shake that out, roll the shoulders, take a nice breath. We're gonna do one-legged heel lifts. If being on one foot doesn't work, feel free to keep on both feet. We're gonna start with the right leg, tall spine. This isn't balanced, so hold on to the chair, but we're not pushing with the chair. It's just for stability. So we're lifting and lowering our heel. Here we go. We're gonna lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, belly in, 9, tall spine, 10, relax shoulders, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, bang, ouch, that leg out, and we're gonna switch. So, other leg is standing, wrap it around if you can, draw the belly in, tall spine, here we go, we're gonna lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, and bang that out. Shake everything out. We have our balance. So we're gonna do our balance and start. So stay behind the chair if you need to. Start with your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And we're just gonna start by rocking. So rock side to side, keep both feet on the floor, but we're kind of shifting, maybe lifting one heel on the other. Trying to find our center. When you're ready, maybe lift one leg, lift the other. Again, hand on the chair or hovering if we need it. Good, next time we lift that right leg, we're on the left, little bend, draw the belly in, one arm out, maybe the other arm, maybe hold it right by the chair for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and down. Roll the shoulders, a few more rocks, we got one more side to go. So remember, our balance is usually better on one side or the other. Use the core, keep the spine long, keep the gaze steady. Here we go, we're gonna lift. We're gonna balance, maybe hover that one hand, even if it's just for a second, or you can keep the toe down and lift both arms. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and down. Nice job, everybody. Roll the shoulders, shake everything out, grab some water. And let's grab our weights. So your choice to sit or stand here. I'm going to stay standing. We're going to do a trio of biceps. So we're going to do 12 of each. Palms forward, arms by our side. We're going to start with just a bicep curl. So we're going to do 12 of those. And then we're going to bring our weights to our waist, 90 degrees. We're going to keep those elbows in. We're going to do windshields for 12. So you should feel biceps and triceps are working, but also the back. Core stays engaged. And then the 12th one, we're going to stay out, bring our arms back down, and do another set of bicep curls with our arms rotated out a little bit. So if that doesn't work for you, go back to and just do another set of bicep curls. If you need to do less than 12, or you need to take a break, feel free. We're going to start with 12 bicep curls. Palms are forward, roll the shoulders. We're going to come all the way up, all the way down. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Control the down. 5. Those weights should stop right at our legs. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more of these. 1, 2. Come all the way down. We're going to turn our palms in, bend our elbows halfway, glue those elbows, shoulders stay relaxed. We don't let those elbows come off the side body for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This 12th one, keep your arms out, keep your elbows where they are. Turn your palms up and bring your arms down. This is our starting position for our final 12 bicep curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 1, 2, and all the way down. Roll the shoulders. Let's do 1 more, and then we'll take our first water break. We're going to do straight arm tricep lifts. So staggered stance. Hinging forward, bring the shoulders down away from the ears, bring our arms straight alongside of our body, palms are facing up, and we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, keep your head and neck in line with your spine. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3. Here's a bonus. 4 coming up. Lift and hold up and pulse in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and release. Nice job, everybody. Roll the shoulders. Take a water break. And for today, we're going to do the last set of exercises sitting. So we're going to start, first one, we do not need our weights. Actually, the first 2, we don't need our weights. So sitting on our seat, we're going to start with our finger pulls for our chest. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 hand, bring that palm to palm, slide the fingers, or slide the palms apart, and just grip the fingers. Remember which hand is on the inside, and we're just going to pull. So we're going to pull, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. Keep those hands close to the chest. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoulders relaxed. We don't want to be all hunched up. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your choice to hover your feet. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 5. Release. 6. Release. 7. Release. Last one. 8. Look at your hands before you separate them. Remember which one is on the inside, then let go. Roll the shoulders a few times. Shake out those wrists. We're going to do it again. Reverse the palm to palm. So other hand should be on the inside. Again, we don't want our shoulders hunched up. So long spine. Slide them apart, gently gripping. So this is good for finger strength as well. Keep those hands close to your body and pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little release. 2. So this is isometric strengthening. The muscles are working, but we're not moving them as much. And release. 4. Release. 5. Release. 6. We're going to target the chest muscles and the upper back. 7. Release. And last one. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fully relax. Roll those shoulders a few times. Shake out those arms. Shake out those wrists. We're going to do our seated bicycles. So 2 ways to do it. We can either have our arms straight and we can bring a straight leg and arm out, or we can do elbow to knee. So I'm going to do elbow to knee. Arms are going to be in cactus. So we want to think of the muscles in our core. So it's not like we're rolling down, but we're pulling. So as we're pulling our upper abdominals, we're also activating the lower abdominals. So we're going to do 30. So here we go. We're going to start with right elbow, left knee. Take an inhale here, exhale. We're going to crunch and come back and crunch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're not rounding down a lot. 8, 9, but we're using our core muscles. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to try the last one, arms straight. 1, 2, 3. I actually think you work your core more with your arms bent. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And roll. Nice job, everybody. Take a nice breath. We're going to need one weight. We're going to do concentration curls. So scoot up to the front of your chair and walk your, actually, we're going to have our right foot is going to be at 12 o'clock. Left foot comes out. So we can hinge from the hips. We're going to slide our arm down. So we're resting our arm on our inner thigh. And we're going to do bicep curls here. We're going to do a set of slow and then a set of tempo. So 12 and then 15 together. So we're going to go nice and slow. So it's going to be 2 counts up, 2 counts down. Nice controlled movement. 2 up, 3, 4. So we're really isolating this bicep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to do 15 tempo, but we're still with control. So we're going to go up and down. 2, 3, especially that lower, control the down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Come on up, roll the shoulders. We're going to stick with the same side. So your choice here, you can do a kickback. I'll look from the side. So you can do a set of kickbacks, or we can do a one-armed tricep extension from overhead, gripping one end of the weight. Bring that weight straight up. We're supporting our elbow here, and we're just bending down and up. 2, 12 of these. 3, 4, or kickbacks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up, bring it down, roll the shoulders, take a breath, we've got the other side. So, scooting forward, step that right foot out, weight is in the left hand as we slide it down, and here we go. Slow count, up and down, 12 of these, 2, 3, keep the core engaged, keep the spine long, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, and tempo for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And come on up. We still have our tricep on this side. So again, if we're doing a kickback, we're hinging forward, bending elbows straight back, and then we bend, or holding onto our weight, extending it overhead, tipping it down, and bending the elbow and straightening back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, and 2. All the way up, all the way down. Roll the shoulders, put those weights down, grab some water, and we will be ready for our cool down. So again, your choice to do your cool down seated or standing. But do not skip the cool down. It's important to let those muscles relax after all the work they've done. So let's take a few breaths as we find our good posture. Tall spine, both hips on the chair, both feet on the floor. Take a nice, even, long inhalation and exhalation. And then we're going to inhale, right arm up, maybe add a little extension over. And just take a few breaths, opening up through the side body. So it's for the core, it's for the back, it's for the hips. Good. Breathing the whole time, bring that arm down. And then let's go to the other side. Straight up. Elbow can be bent here. You can bring your hand on your head, on your shoulder. And if over your head doesn't work at all, you can bring your hand to your head. Good. And let's bring that arm down. We're going to interlace our fingers. We're going to stretch forward. And as we stretch our palms forward, we're going to start to pull our belly in, little tuck in the chin, little tuck in the tailbone. Let that back of our spine round and open. Breathe into that space between the shoulder blades. We did a lot of work in that part of our back today. And then we're going to start to slowly come all the way up. Extend our arms out, really reach through those fingertips. Spread the fingers nice and wide, relax the shoulders, and then start to slowly bring those arms behind, either keeping the hands parallel or interlacing our hands back there and opening the front of the shoulders and chest. Keep a little pull into the belly, keep the lower rib cage pulled together. We don't want to overarch our back. Good, and as we bring our arms down to the side, we're gonna circle, hello Olive, circle our arms one way. She decided to join class. Go lay down. We're almost done. And circle the other way. Good, and staying seated, feet hip distance apart. We're gonna inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, we're gonna gently twist to the right. Keep that spine long, keep the shoulders relaxed. Feel free to turn your gaze over your right shoulder if that's comfortable. Breathing here. One more inhale, exhale, we're gonna unwind. Take a breath here, center, and then we'll move to the other side. So nice inhale to lengthen the spine. Imagine separating space in your spine between the vertebrae, and then we're twisting into that space. Bring it all the way up to our neck, if that's comfortable. Keep the shoulders relaxed though. And if looking over your shoulder doesn't work, you can keep looking straight or maybe look over that opposite shoulder. One more breath. Good. And then we're going to slowly come around. Back to center. Walk our feet wide. We're just going to do a few little windshields. Kind of swish back and forth. Just letting our hips know that they're going to get to relax next, and then turning all the way sideways. We can either slide our leg back, gently pressing through the heel till we feel a stretch in the front, the hip flexor and the quad, or feel free to bring that knee up. So whatever feels best for you. And feel free to add that arm overhead if you're stretching with your foot on the floor, just to open up the side of the body a little bit more. Keep the shoulders relaxed. So if we're here, we want to make sure we keep our spine long. And we have enough of our other hip on the chair that we're not falling off our chair. Good. And then we're going to do the same to the other side. So scooting around, this foot stays planted, either slide this leg back or grab the ankle. Spine is long, and breathing here. Good. And as we come back, let's come back to center. Slide that right leg out, heel down, toe up. We're going to hinge forward. Keep that spine long, keep the shoulders relaxed. So just feel as if your spine is a straight line, from your tailbone coming out all the way from the back of the chair. So we don't want to be down rounded. We don't want to have our head up, because then we don't have that straight line. Good. And then as we come back, you might want to scoot back in the chair a little bit as we lift this leg. A few little knee hugs in, and then some hip circles in one direction and then the other. And then we're going to gently lift our leg up, knee comes out, ankle can rest at our thigh, at our shin, at our ankle, and we can add that little hinge forward if we'd like. So remember, most of us have one tight hip. So adjust the position accordingly. You want to be able to relax and let that muscle relax, the joint open up. And if we're pushing ourselves too far, we're going to tense up and we can actually cause an injury rather than benefiting. Good. And then before we drop that foot, we're just going to circle this ankle around both directions. Good. Then let's put that foot down. And then slide the other one out, heel down, toe up, hinging forward. So we're opening up the back of the leg, back of the hip. Breathing, we're not holding our breath, remember. Good. And then as we come back, you're going to lift that knee, give it a few little hugs, and then some hip circles on this side. Both directions. And then we're going to take that ankle, resting it on the thigh, the ankle, or maybe coming all the way up, and then hinging forward. And again, the hinge forward is optional. It depends how tight the hips are. So again, we're not forcing our body into position. We want to be able to relax. So jaws relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, core is engaged, and we're breathing. One more inhale, exhale, come on out of the hinge, release that leg. While we've got it up here, let's do our ankle circles. one direction, ankle circles in the other direction. And as we put that foot down, let's take a breath, just notice how we're feeling and take our final inhalation, kind of moving and stretching, however feels good to finish up our class. One more nice big inhale, and as we exhale, let's bring our arms down. Thank you guys for joining me and exercising with me today. Remember to drink your water, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Enjoy your day.